you're talking about us. No way.
Oh, nerds! 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 Nerds!
Come on, Lewis, let's go.
Nerds! 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 Nerds!
Round one, fight! Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Movie Hero Network. I am Austin Pez Howell. Jordan Anderson will be on long very, very shortly, but I'm here to kick things off and get things going with episode number 214. This is the final bracket of our Ultimate Geek series. It's been a long road getting here. We've had 8 regular tournaments. We've had 2 tournaments this week to determine our ultimate finalists here, and we finally gotten it down to our 32 final geek characters from across all the different fandoms, Star Wars and Star Trek and Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter and DC and Marvel and other comic book movies and other fantasy and sci-fi movies, other action movies, all kinds of other stuff. We've covered just about everybody you can cover, and it's all going to come down to the final 32 half bracket tonight. So welcome if you're joining us now or joining us later. We certainly appreciate it. I'll bring in the guy who's helped us out greatly with all these brackets tonight, Mr. Malcolm Lay. Malcolm Lay, how's it going, sir?
It's going good. I'm going to continue the trend of what I was doing the thing for the first round only. I'm going to do who would win in the fight because I want to have fun. Just, I mean, I like all these a lot of these characters anyway, so it's hard for me to choose between them as it is. So I thought I'll have some fun with it.
Well, I feel bad for Officer Carter from Rush Hour. he may have a rough go tonight. That's going to be the odd one out when we get to it. I remember made it from the other one, so we'll see how it goes. But thank you again for making all these brackets and putting so much effort into it. We really appreciate it, man. You're always a big help behind the scenes. We certainly appreciate that. So shout out to you, sir. Let's bring in the rest of our panel here tonight. Like I said, Jordan will be on along in a little bit. We got the rest of our panel tonight. We got Brad Nussbaum. What's going on, Brian? How you doing?
It's going good. This is my first time on the Geek series, and right up for the championship. So see what happens.
Yeah, we got some heavy hitters in here tonight. So as you'll probably see, we got Nic Hernandez, who joined us on Wednesday night. Welcome back, sir.
Yes, this is my 3rd time doing this, so this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, for sure. And Wolfman, who's joined us for a couple of these. Michael Wolfman, Wyndham, what's going on, sir?
What's going on? It's all come down to this, and to quote the late great John Schnepp, let's get sweaty.
Yeah, we're going to get geeky and sweaty, much to Ogre's chagrin. We're going to get geeky and sweaty, and we're going to see which of these geek characters take it home. As I said, we'll bring up the bracket here in just a second. But what happened, if you're just getting caught up with us, is like I said, we did 8 tournaments over the last, really about 8 or 9 months, whatever it was, about one a month, with all these different fandoms and whatnot, just really getting geeky over those individual fandoms, weeding out those characters, getting those down to a little bit. And then all those Sweet 16s made it into our 2 parts that we did Monday and Wednesday. So it was a big, sort of 128 mashup. And we are down to the Sweet 16 from Monday, the Sweet 16 from Wednesday. And we've got our final bracket of 32 here tonight. We'll go up and down. Everybody will get a chance to vote on one or the other. And we'll see how it goes. We'll alternate each time. Again, try to keep it, to roughly 30 seconds or so. Get geeky, but not too rambly. Geeky, but not rambly. We don't need Wikipedias for everything. But yeah, that's how it's going to work tonight. And that's how it's going to go. So let's get to it and let's see which one ultimately takes it to the house. Malcolm, let's pull up your bracket and why don't you introduce us to our first matchup here in our championship?
We've got Spock versus General Zod.
Okay, Spock and General Zod. So we'll start at the bottom and we'll rotate each time. So we'll start with Wolf. What you got?
All right, so I love Mr. Spock. He is one of my favorite characters in Star Trek, the original series and the original movies. I love the sacrifice he makes in Wrath of Khan and in Into Darkness and just in all the movies that Spock has been in. It's great. I love that they brought Leonard Nimoy back, and it was great seeing him reprise his role. But General Zod, when I think of that character, General Zod, I will always think Michael Shannon now, because like we've had two people play the role, and I'm always going to just think of Michael Shannon. Like he's that good. And with Spock, we've had Zachary Quinto also play Spock. So like it's one of those things where he did that so well that it could go either way when I think of Spock. But when I think of Zod, I think of Michael Shannon in this role, and he killed it so well in Man of Steel. Oh, I will find him. I love that quote and all these other great quotes from Zod. And he is truly one of the best DC villains, one of the most underrated DC EU villains that ever existed. I mean, yeah, he was in The Flash, and we do have to consider that iteration. That wasn't that great. But overall, though, in Man of Steel, he is a presence, and I think he's excellent. So I'll say General Zod.
Give you guys if we start to ramble. Just saying. All right, General Zod gets it. Nick, where are we going?
This one is probably the tougher out of all the Star Trek choices, but I do like General Zod. I'm more of a fan of the Terrence Stamp version. I don't think that the Michael Shannon version was given that much to work with, despite being in more movies. So, but I'll still go with Zod.
All right, Brian.
Yeah, this is a good matchup. Started off. I do quite enjoy Joe Zod's character in Man of Steel, but I gotta go to legendary RP to him. He brings some great well to the film and some great chemistry with the characters. So Mr. Spock gets my vote.
Mm-hmm. Malcolm.
Yeah. This is slightly easy for me. I think General Zod will win in a fight. Like he'll be really hard to beat. I mean, Spock will probably try and find a way, but ultimately probably Zod to win. So I'm going to go Zod.
I don't think the Vulcan nerve pinch would work on Zod, Malcolm. I don't think it would have much effect on a Kryptonian. I mean, I'm not much of a original series guy, even the movies. I appreciate what Leonard Nimoy does, and he's a good character. But yeah, I think Zod is a great villain, both versions. I like the Stamp version as well. But yeah, Michael Shannon's awesome, and I love me some Man of Steel, and I just think this is a great character. So I'm gonna go with Zod here. So Zod will actually take the first one. Mm-hmm. He's been kind of a dark horse this whole tournament, Malcolm. He's hung in there. Yeah.
We've got Agent J up against Rorschach.
Rorschach from Watchmen. Okay, Nick.
Ooh, damn. This is tough. I think I gotta give it to Agent J just slightly, mostly because I'm not a fan of Watchmen as a film. And that's kind of really the only justification. I mean, I agree that Rorschach is like the best part of that movie, but I mean, you can't really match the charisma of Will Smith. So Agent J.
All right. And just in time, look who's here.
For the second matchup.
Hey.
Did you bring enough food for all of us?
No.
No.
Fortunately, but I did bring me a burger to eat while I do this.
Okay.
So
you did. So you didn't.
Snack hero.
Washington has smash burgers in there.
So you didn't bring enough for the rest of us. That's what I asked. So
I mean, if you want to grab some through the camera, I'll give you some.
All right, give me a piece of that.
Yeah.
All right.
Thoughts too, because I'm fine.
We're voting on Agent J and Rorschach. Brian.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Watchmen movie. I'm more a fan of the Watchmen TV show from HBO, but I gotta go to Agent J. Will Smith's charisma carried it. He has some charm with it, so Agent J gets my vote.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Watchmen. I'm not too 100% sure on the character of Rorschach to do this argument here, but also don't think my neuralized argument I've done for various other matchups will work here is either because it's probably impossible for Rorschach to look directly at that you wouldn't know if he's got glasses on under that mask or not. But so I'm just going to say Rorschach will win in the fight because I don't know any better.
Yeah. No, I really like Rorschach. He's pretty great. I got it. Thanks. Rorschach's really good. No, I mean, I'm trying to think of the more maybe culturally significant big character who has a little more development. Because as much as I like Rorschach, it's about 30 minutes, and Agent J's good in all three of those movies, regardless of what you think of the actual movies. Will Smith's always good, and he does his thing. So much more than Tommy Lee Jones in some of the later movies. Will Smith's still there, giving it. So I'll go with Jay. Jordan.
Well, I'm not gonna give you guys a full review or anything, but I got a little nerdy drink that's for tonight. My brother went all the way to the UK and brought me back an official butter beer from the UK, from actual like the Hogwarts castle just outside of it. So I'm gonna have me some authentic butter beer. If you look really close, you can see brewed and bottled in the UK. So I'm looking forward to that. And I already know it's a 10 out of 10 because I've had butter beer, and even the Universal stuff is incredible.
So good.
Yeah, but for this one, this match, I'm waiting for this to like explode when I open it. But I think I'll go. Oh man, it's really tough, but yeah, I think I got to give it to Agent J just slightly. I think he's kind of like Austin said, he's been around for 3 movies, I guess, and he's good in all of them, despite the second one. I don't like the second one, but he's still really good in it. So yeah. But you can move on. I'm just pouring it for fun. Getting a little.
Yeah, I'll make this pretty simple. I will give it to the ginger version of Batman. Gingers unite, Rorschach. So I'm going to do that. But I will say one thing going in Agent J's favor, as far as winning in a fight, is Agent J would probably smack the shit out of him. So, that's good. It is Will Smith.
Yeah, make it look good.
Yeah, if Rorschach stumbles and says his wife's name, I think the fight's over. So,
and also, he's Agent J. He's LAPD, which means he will knock his punk ass down.
All right, but Agent J's going to take that one. Though.
Also, speaking of Universal, that ride's really fun. The Men in Black one.
I agree.
It's my favorite ride. Love it.
Yeah, Austin beat me by like a mile, like 3 times on that.
No, I can max out the all nines on the Men in Black. It's fun.
Yeah.
All right. No, we got a good matchup here. We got Wolverine, who won our tournament the other night, actually, and John McClane. So Brian,
right?
Yeah, John McClane is a good action character, but I'm going to give it to Wolverine. Hugh Jackman brought him to Wolverine. I'm a can't wait for him in Deadpool Wolverine. And yeah, I called this, so Wolverine gets the vote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm good. Knock
him. Wolverine's easy winning in a fight. Like the amount, like hiding in events, not going to help John McClane against Wolverine.
Well, neither are bullets. You can shoot Wolverine as much as you want. He's going to regenerate right afterwards. So yeah, it's not going to do any good. All right,
Austin.
Yeah, I think for this tournament, I'm going to be slightly more into the geeky stuff because that's kind of the theme of the actual tournament. So if I go with that logic, it's going to be Wolverine more than John McClane. If this was a straight, just like when we had the actual action bracket, I'd be all in for John McClane to get pretty far. But if we're going a little more geeky here, I'm going to stick with Wolverine. Jordan.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm kind of with you there, Austin, because John McClane, like, I think he's hands down the best action hero of all time. But yeah, it's Wolverine. I mean, it's my favorite. I mean, Logan, it's my favorite movie. I think it's an incredible character. I just started watching X-Men 97 too, and that show is absolutely incredible. Like, man, like I wasn't sure if it was going to live up to the original. Oh my gosh, it lives up and almost surpasses it. It's really good. And Wolverine's great there. He's great in like all the movies. So I can't wait to see what Hugh Jackman does in the Wolverine in Deadpool movie. And like Hugh Jackman is Wolverine. Like he is. So yeah, I'll go with Wolverine.
All right, Wolf.
Yeah, when I was on part 1, I told you my second favorite comic book superhero of all time is Batman. That's because my number 1 comic book superhero of all time is Wolverine. I love Wolverine. I have a bunch of his comics. I have read pretty much a good chunk of them. And Hugh Jackman was like perfect casting as Wolverine. He is one of those actors who was like born to play his role. And I'm so excited to see him back. And I'm glad they aren't touching the end of Logan because that was perfect. But John McClane, he is really great. And Die Hard and all the other movies. He's no Wolverine though. So, and Wolverine's just been an icon 3 years. So I'll say Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something to be said about like the full body of work. Where I think that like as far as Die Hard is concerned, John McClane kind of meandered near the end there, whereas Wolverine only got quote unquote stronger. So I think you got to go with Wolverine in this.
Well, you gotta include the battery commercials, right?
Oh yeah, the Die Hard.
No?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. Wolverine wins.
Nah, you don't really have to.
Professor Snape up against Wonder Woman.
Okay. Speaking of Die Hard, well, Alan Rickman. All right.
Yeah.
Malcolm. This is a tough match for you, Malcolm.
Yeah, because I mean, it's one of those ones like just Professor Snape's magic could get lesser away from Wonder Woman in that, like, but ultimately, I do think like it'll be a really good fight. But I think Wonder Woman will ultimately put out on top. So Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
I'm awesome.
Yeah. Again, I'm not much of a Potter guy. I mean, I like Snape for what he is, and I love Alan Rickman, but yeah, I really dig Wonder Woman, and I'm a DC guy, so anytime you get like a DC thing, probably gonna lean more towards that. So I'll go with Wonder Woman. Jordan?
Well, I'm not the biggest Wonder Woman fan. I don't know. She doesn't do really a lot for me. I like the character, but I'm not like a diehard character.
She does nothing for you
or her. I mean,
Especially the
she's
suit.
kind of
Gal Gadot does quite a lot for me.
Yeah, she does a lot for me.
she's pretty attractive. I mean, I think I don't know. Some people like she might be more other people's type than mine. She's kind of attractive to me, Professor Snape though is just like one of the most incredible characters. I mean, like I already talked about it BF4, so I won't get into it too much. But like when you find out the twist in his character and how much he sacrificed because he loved Harry Potter and his parents and especially his mom, and like just was willing to sacrifice so much and even honored Dumbledore when he killed him. It was to honor a request Dumbledore gave him. So it's this like he's an amazing character. So I got to give it to Severus Snape because I think it's like the best, like one of the best written characters in this whole tournament. It's really good. So, Wolf, what do you say?
Yeah, Severus Snape is a great character, and Alan Rickman plays it brilliantly. But the thing is, when we're talking about the ultimate geek characters, there are three characters who are like the holy trinity of DC. That is Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Those are like your three holy trinity right there. Wonder Woman's been around for decades and decades and decades, longer than Snape, and has made an impact on all sorts of generations of women and men alike. And so because of just the impact she's made, because of just her portrayals and how just great of a character she is overall, I love Snape, but I'm going to have to go Wonder Woman here.
All right. Well, Nick, what do you say?
Wonder Woman, one of my favorite comic book movies, really. And I didn't, entirely hate Wonder Woman 1984. So that said, I do appreciate Alan Rickman's work for what he did in Harry Potter, but I just don't think, in terms of characters, I don't know if how many people would say that Snape is their favorite, so I'm going to go with Wonder Woman on this.
Yeah. Well, I didn't hate Wonder Woman 1984 either. Like a guilty pleasure. But Brian.
Yeah, Wonder Woman is a good DC character, but I do quite enjoy Snape Snape, Severus Snape, a lot of the film.
Oh, yeah.
Has some great lines.
I hate those
there.
videos.
Mr. Potter, a new celebrity. Turn to page 394. I'll just give it to Severus Snape on this one.
Okay, but it'll be 4-2 for Wonder Woman. So one part of the Trinity has moved on, at least out of this round.
Yep.
All right.
All right, we've got Penguin up against Alan Ripley.
Okay, and me first. So it's my favorite movie and the greatest hero ever versus the character I dressed up as multiple times.
It's tough for you, Austin.
I know, yeah, it's a tough one because man, I've dug pretty much all the Penguin iterations from the video games to all the movies to Burgess Meredith. Everything in between is great. Looking forward to the Penguin show. But yeah, I will go. I'm a ride or die for Aliens and Ripley, who I think is like the greatest action hero ever. So I'm gonna go with Ripley.
Yeah. I mean, I like the character of Penguin, but when we're talking greatest geek characters of all time, I don't think the Penguin holds a candle to any of these other characters. Like, it's just pretty, like one of the lower ones in this bracket, this whole tournament for me. But Ellen's awesome. Ellen rules. I think she is an incredible character. She's great in every movie she appears in. Even if the movie's not great, the character is always awesome. And yeah, especially in those first two. And yeah, for my money, she's the greatest female action star we've ever had. So I'll go with Ellen Ripley. Wolf, what do you say?
Yeah. So Penguin's an interesting character. I like him, but I don't love him as a character. Danny DeVito as a Penguin scarred me as a child. I'll say that. But I do want to give a shout out to Nolan North, by the way, who does an amazing job as Penguin in the video games and such. He is great.
He's awesome, yeah.
But yeah, Ellen Ripley. I have to think about it if she is the greatest action hero. She's certainly the greatest female action hero of all time. But I gotta think about she's the greatest action hero. But yeah, she is high up there. She's excellent, especially in Alien and Aliens. So yeah, I'll definitely she's just a great character all around too. So I'll say Ellen Ripley.
Yeah, Nick, what do you say?
This one it's a little bit tougher for me, but I agree. Ellen Ripley is iconic. Sigourney Weaver is iconic for that role. While all of the Penguin performances have been great, I don't know if there's one that's definitive in the same way that Ellen Ripley is. So for that reason, I got to give it to Ripley.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, Ripley's a great action hero, but I gotta give the Penguin. I love all different actors who play him. Do not back for show him. Burgess Meredith, Robert Lord Taylor for the Gotham TV show is quite underrated for Penguin actors. And I grew up with the Penguins, so the Penguin gets my vote.
Yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah, on paper this is probably a pretty evenish kind of fight. It was they're both really not really superpowered in that, but ultimately I do think Alan Ripley will beat Penguin in a fight.
Yeah,
all right,
sounds good.
Ripley.
So yeah, Ripley.
If Penguin kidnaps Newt, it's over because Ellen Ripley will go ham on his ass.
Yep.
Yeah. We've got Two-Face up against Leonardo.
Right.
Okay. All right, Jordan.
Yeah. Sorry. After I just took a big bite of food. Yeah, I think Two-Face. I mean, Aaron Eckhart played it awesome. I thought he was great. Tommy Lee Jones is kind of guilty pleasure kind of territory. It's just bad, but it's kind of fun bad. But Leonardo, he's the leader of the Turtles. He's awesome. I'm a Turtles guy. I freaking love the Turtles, and yeah, I mean he does a lot of damage with that sword when he's allowed to use them. And yeah, so I'll go with Leonardo, and he got a lot of wisdom. He kind of gives that to his brothers and stuff. So, But Wolf, if you're there,
Mhm.
you
I
might
guess
not
not.
be.
Okay,
Okay.
Nick.
Nick.
So we go from one that was super duper difficult for me, and to one that's like actually really easy. I think you got to give it to Leonardo on this one. I know that, for me, I think that the best portrayal that I've seen, and I haven't seen Mutant Mayhem, but I did enjoy him a lot in the 2017 Team and T movie. So absolutely, Leonardo.
All right.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, Two-Face is a decent villain. I do agree with Jordan. Eric was great as Two-Face, but I also gotta go with Leonardo. Different animations who played in the John Knoxville for Jackass, that voiced him in the Michael Bay version. I do quite enjoy him in Mayhem, so I'll go with Leonardo.
Mhm.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Mhm.
I'm not really a big Turtles guy, but I do think Leonardo will be able to beat Two-Face in the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got ninja moves. Austin.
Yeah, Two-Face is not much of a fighter, Malcolm. If he's got his gun, that's about it. And he usually has a bunch of goons doing his dirty work. So, yeah, a straight up fight. Leonardo wiped the floor with him. But yeah, I mean, if you include Richard Mole on the animated series of Batman, he did a great job as Two-Face. I really will say that. But yeah, I might have to go Leonardo here because I've at least enjoyed pretty much every iteration of it. Other than, yeah, I can't watch that Mutant Mayhem shit. It's got that Spider-Verse crap I can't deal with. Yeah. So stop accepting shitty animation for good animation, please, people. And then I'll go Leonardo.
Well, maybe they need to take one style and roll with one style throughout the whole thing and keep switching.
It seems like Dime Store
stop switching
Spider-Verse animation. Yeah, that Mutant Mayhem shit did. All right, but hopefully
It's gonna be Leonardo regardless.
Leonardo, anyways. Wolf, if you can hear us, don't back out of the championship. Come back.
No, we've got Superman up against Rick O'Connor.
Oh, son of a
Damn.
bitch.
Oh,
Damn.
This is tough.
Oh shit.
All right, Wolf, final chance before we skip you again.
Yep.
All right, otherwise we go to Nick first.
All right.
Oh damn it! I'm wearing this goddamn shirt. Let's go, Superman.
All right. Brian.
Yeah, this is interesting. Red Fraser was great as Carlo border player, I'll say, but I gotta go Superman. I call this the John Williams score for his theme is great. Christopher Reeve is great. Carrie for the documentary come out about him, so Superman.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I don't know if Rick O'Connell finds kryptonite somewhere in Egypt, then he can beat Superman, but Superman wins easily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, unless you find some kryptonite out in the desert, like in some tomb.
I don't think so. I think his timeline is kind of before Superman gets to Earth, which is also when the kryptonite gets to Earth. So yeah, I think Rick's kind of screwed there.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting story. Like the Kryptonians came and helped build the pyramids.
Now, if he and Evie can get the Book of the Dead and somehow figure out a way to, fight Superman with supernatural magic. Magic is, Superman's weakness, so that would be their only chance.
That is true. That's a very good point.
Yeah, that's their only chance. But regardless of that, this sucks because I've been riding high on Rick getting this far and at least getting to the fact that he made it to the final 32 that Rick did from the Mummy is pretty damn awesome. Because I adore the Mummy. It's like a top 5 movie of all time for me. I'm going to go watch it again next Thursday when they release it in the theaters. Go see it, people. Go see the Mummy in theaters. Support it. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Go check it out. Go to your local theater and watch the Mummy. But man, yeah, again, I'm a ride or die like DC guy, and I just the icon that is Superman just kind of has to win this one.
Well, I mean, I'll stand by this. I think Superman is a boring character. Like he just is a boring character. But I mean, I will say that the movies though, I love Man of Steel, and even though I think the character is boring, the movie surrounding it actually works in the character's favor though, and does some cool stuff with the character. I really do like Man of Steel, and I even to an extent like Superman 1 and 2, especially 2. But still I'm just more of a Marvel guy. I just Superman doesn't do really a lot for me, and I think he's way overpowered. It's like who's gonna contend with him? Not many. Like it's just I don't know. Like it's like kind of makes it like an unfair fight overall. But so I'll go with Rick actually. Like the Mummy rules, and yeah, I think he's a great character. So I'll go Rick.
And in the comments, Wolf did in the comments he's going with Superman, so it's gonna be a 5-1.
Not the power chat.
Not the private chat. He put it in the regular chat. I told him there's a private chat for us that only we can see. Just use that. But it's all right. Superman takes it.
Just easier to do it from your phone. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, they aren't re-releasing the Mummy and Fetus for me. But they are re-releasing. They are re-releasing Alien.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool. If you can get to the theater and watch Alien, it makes it great too.
Yeah,
I'm working at the time it's on, so.
Oh no, this freaking matchup! Come on,
Samwise and Picard. All right. Nick was officially going to start this time, so we'll go to you again. What you got?
Ooh, damn. So yeah, I'm not a Star Trek guy, and I do think that like of the 4 hobbits, Samwise is probably the best one. So yeah, Samwise Gamgee, you got to go. Potatoes.
Yeah, potatoes. Brian.
Yeah, I'm not a Middle Earth guy, but I do enjoy Patrick Stewart's portrayal of Jean-Luc Picard, so I'll make a self of Jean-Luc Picard.
All right.
Yeah, Malcolm.
This pains me because I like if I was voting for the one I liked, I'd go Sam all the way. But unfortunately, I do think Picard's going to win in the fight. So Picard.
Yeah, that's true. Austin.
Yeah, no, I talked about the original series earlier with Spock, but no, I'm a diehard Next Gen fan. Like that Next Gen is what I grew up with. I love Star Trek Next Generation, and Picard is the hands down the greatest captain. Like I'm all in on Picard being the best captain. He's the man, and yeah, he just has so many amazing monologues and wisdom and great moments of leadership in that series. And yeah, and again, I think Lord of the Rings is like, or they're good movies, but I'm not a nerd for like Lord of the Rings, so I got to go with Picard.
Yeah, I mean, for as much as I love Sam, I think Sam is awesome, and like it's a great friendship between Sam and Frodo, and like he's a guy that can like endure all the way through like really crazy things and make it to the end. He's a survivor, but so is Jean-Luc Picard. And also like Patrick Stewart is just like such an amazing actor. Like we're never gonna get another actor like that, and we're also not gonna have another captain like that. And Jean-Luc Picard is awesome, and yeah, I gotta go Picard. Wolf.
Picard is a great character, and especially Star Trek shows, recent ones, have been very on the down low, in my opinion. Not that great, except for the Picard series. And the Picard series with Patrick Stewart has been awesome, and just seeing him reprise his role is really great. But I am a nerd of Lord of the Rings. I'm a huge fanboy, obviously. So I gotta go Samwise Gamgee. He would go to the ends of the earth to help Frodo and go through the worst kind of pain possible just to help his friend. And that's the kind of man we all need in our lives. That's the kind of friend we all need in our lives. So Samwise Gamgee, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's close with Malcolm, but 4-2 for Picard.
Wow.
Takes it, yeah.
It's so
engage. All right. Well, I know we got some heavy hitters still on the other side, so I'm worried about some of these potential matchups.
Yeah.
I know what's coming.
I know we're gonna get one that I'm like dreading. I'm like guessing. I don't know. We'll see. Because I haven't seen either character.
We've still got the heavy hitter of Carter coming up as well.
I know.
Oh yeah, don't forget about Carter.
No.
He could beat anyone in this thing.
Carter's coming. Yeah. So we got Miles Morales.
Got Magneto up against Spider-Man.
Ooh,
specifically, we could say
this is not hard.
And it is specifically the Miles Morales Spider-Man because the Peter Parker Spider-Man is also in the tournament. We should say. So just keep that in mind. It's just Miles Morales. Brian.
Yeah, this is interesting. Okay then. Anyways.
Someone got their guitar notification going off.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, I do, for Miles Morales, I do enjoy the character based on the two Spider-Man movies we got. Sharif Moore voiced it perfectly, got Junior in the video game as well. But I gotta get to Magneto based on his backstory and his chemistry with Pass George works perfectly. I love both Ian McKellen and Michael Fassbender's portrayal of it, so I'll go Magneto.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, whoever's got their Atari 2600 notifications on, turn that shit off. All right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually pretty tough because, like, unlike when Magneto ended up against Iron Man in Part 2, it's like I don't. Miles doesn't really have any like. He's probably got iron in his blood and that, but other than that, doesn't really have any metal in his suit and that. So just on the by here, I do think Miles will find a way to defeat Magneto, but
yeah. Awesome.
Right.
Yeah, this is not as hard because again, I can't really watch the Spider-Verse movies with Miles. I haven't played that video game yet. I'm getting there. I played the first one, but yeah, I love all the iterations of Magneto. Fassbender, I might even like Fassbender more than Ian McKellen, and I love Ian McKellen. And then yeah, even the animated version is good. So yeah, I'll say. X-Men Time to Die. Ha 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 ha. Like the arcade game. And go Magneto. Anyone remembers that little transition? Maybe I'll find it.
Yeah. So I don't know about the rest of you guys, but if you hold this little down button, it'll mute your phone, and then you can turn those noises off. So
Yeah.
Just saying. And if you and then there's also a settings button when you do that. If your notifications are separate. So just saying.
For the first time, it's not me. I'm looking at my phone. I have no notification. I'll take the blame for a lot of the other mishaps.
Sure, yeah. But yeah, here, like, I'm a big Spider-Man guy, and I did meet Shamik Moore, and that was a really cool experience. But yeah, Magneto rules. Magneto's awesome. I'm still waiting to like see how they flesh him out in X-Men 97 because I just started. I've only seen 2 episodes, and Magneto's the one character in that's different. It's a different person, like voicing the character, but he seems pretty cool. He seems like he's gonna be awesome, but even still, like all the other iterations do it for me. And even what I remember from like the before they rebooted X-Men 97, he was great. And yeah, it's hard to pick what the best version of Magneto is, but I mean, and I gotta stick with it. I mean, he survived the freaking Holocaust. Come on, like he is a survivor. Come on, so Magneto, Wolf.
So first off, I gotta say that what Magneto could do is he can control all the metal within the world. So he can,
Malcolm, he could just bring a building down.
So all
Miles.
he does is has to literally just control every train, control every building, control every piece of metal around him, and just throw it all at Miles, and Miles would get squashed like a bug and everything. Like literally, like he would wipe the floor with Miles Morales. He's one of my all-time favorite villains. He is it goes back and forth between him and Dr. Doom and Joker as like my favorite villain in all of comic books. Like they're just excellent. I love all 3 of them. And Ian McKellen and Fassbender both played them expertly, excellently. Just love their iterations. Miles Morales is a good character. Don't get me wrong, but he's not even better than Peter Parker. Like he's one of those things where I'm growing on him, and I'm starting to like him now because of the Spider-Verse movies. But it's gonna take a while for him to get to Magneto level. So I will definitely say Magneto.
Yep. Nick, what do you say?
So this is an interesting fight here. I will say off the bat, I really do like Miles as a character. I really grew to appreciate him more through the video games, and I think those movies are okay. I'm not as high on Beyond the Spider-Verse or Into the Spider-Verse or Across the Spider-Verse, whatever the hell it's called. the last one that came out, as everybody else is, mostly because it is half a movie and they forget about the villain for a good majority of it. That said, Magneto is one of my absolute favorite villains. I was really hard for me to pick against him the last time, so I will not make that mistake again. You got to give it to Magneto.
Yeah,
Magneto.
I will say, if it was Peter Parker Spider-Man going up against Magneto, that would be a fight because Peter Parker Spider-Man has a lot more experience than Miles, so that would definitely be a fight.
Got Hagrid up against Indiana Jones.
All right, Malcolm.
Yeah, this is kind of an interesting one because I think like Hagrid could use this, like once again Hagrid's got magic, like he's got a broken wand and his umbrella and that he can use to fight with him, and that but I also think that Indiana Jones, like we've seen him use his whip to sort of like disarm anyone who he's going up against. So I think Indiana Jones will pull this off. So I'm going Indiana Jones.
Yeah, awesome.
I'm not much of a Potter guy overall, but I grew up with Indiana Jones in that original trilogy, and he's my guy. So got to go Indy.
Yeah, I mean, I do love Hagrid. I think he's an awesome character, and like your Wizard Harry, and like he's and he's got a love for animals, and like the whole Buckbeak thing is sad, and then he has a dragon. Like he's a cool character, but Indiana Jones, like he fights Nazis. He's like going to like underground against like some kind of cult people in Temple of Doom that can rip your heart out. You face being like mind controlled and survive that, and like just like he's an awesome character. So yeah, I gotta go for Indiana Jones. Wolf.
Yeah, Indiana Jones is just the definitive Harrison Ford character, I feel, because he's played Han Solo, but I feel like you can get other actors to play Han Solo and they'd still be great. I mean, look at Jamie Costa, how well he did in his Han Solo film that he did. But the thing with Indiana Jones is he is so definitively that character. It's hard to imagine anyone else in the role. Like Harrison Ford just is.
Well, we might be saying the same thing had Tom Selleck actually been casted as he was originally. So, just to be fair, we might be going, man, I couldn't see anybody but Tom Selleck playing Indiana Jones. Just to be fair.
Also, I don't know if Hagrid.
And Kurt Russell was supposed to be Han Solo too, but that's just a fun thing. As
you gotta find another big guy like that to do Hagrid. I mean, come on.
Yeah, but no, Hagrid is a great character, and I can just imagine now they're in a fight and Buckbeak, I could just see him like take the wand of Hagrid and he's like smiling, and then Buckbeak just grabs him and like flies off.
Yeah.
At the end of that. That'd be funny, but no, I will definitely say Indiana Jones. Though I do think he is the better character overall.
Yeah, Nick.
Hagrid's okay. I don't think you can bet against Indy though. So Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and Brian.
I will go with Hagrid. He's one of my favorite characters in the Harry Potter series. He's great. Father figure to Harry, played perfectly by Robbie Coltrane. R.I.P. to him. I'm curious who played the Harry Potter reboot series, but Hagrid's one of those lovable uncles you want to have in your life, so Hagrid gets my vote.
Yeah.
All right.
Good.
Let's Indy will move on.
Indy.
We'll see if another Harrison Ford character moves on or not.
Yep.
Got Captain America with Batman.
Shit.
That's hard.
Oh no.
All right.
And Malcolm's got his work cut out for him for the way that he's doing his this would be a hard one.
Yeah.
One of them is super soldier, the other one's just really strong.
I'm up first. Look, Cap is great, and I love Chris Evans in the role, and he's great. But I've loved almost every Batman as well, and again, all the iterations are correct iterations because you can have so many different versions of that character, and it works with the interpretations. And it's on my T-shirt, man. I gotta go Batman again. I'm ride or die for DC. If I had to pick DC over and Marvel, I gotta pick DC. So I'm a DC guy, Batman.
Yeah, this one's tough because like I'm not a huge DC guy, but except for Batman, I'm like kind of ride or die for Batman. And like I've read so many comics, like the Frank Miller Dark Knight comics are like some of the best. Oh, they're so good. But the thing is, also, like Captain America, there's only been one actor to ever play the character, and we say that no other actor could ever play it. Oh, we're not counting that shit.
You
gotta count all iterations.
Yes, you do.
It's in a different like.
There's also
thing that-
animation too.
No,
as
I didn't even realize it
no.
even like existed until like about 20 years ago. But still, but I mean, people do say though, like that iteration sucks, and nobody can do it the way Chris Evans does it. You know, like people say that, I'll say that, but I mean, Batman though, you have so many actor after actor after actor, and they all do it well. So it's not just one actor, and like no actors like the definitive Batman or Bruce Wayne or any of that. But even so, like saying that, like I'm still like big on Batman. I mean, like I'm sure there's been some kind of goofballish, shitty version of Batman out there somewhere. I don't know, but
I mean, the one I'd have to go to on screen that's the shittiest is really the first time they ever tried to do a live action, which is those old Gotham City serials from like the 40s. Those
Yeah,
are great, but they didn't know what it was yet, you know, like, and it was literally based on like the 40s comics, and he's really goofy looking and shit. So
yeah.
Or if you want to talk about if you want to talk about a shitty version, you could go like, and this is an adult joke, but like the Digital Playground, you know, like porn parodies or something of Batman.
I mean,
you get
there has
so
been
still, like,
there's been Captain America
porn
ones too.
parodies,
So
Oh my god.
like Avengers, but yeah, I'll go with Batman though. Batman is he rules. Wolf.
Yeah, so or the college humor version of Batman.
Yeah,
That's one
the one
out there. The whole like,
Pete
the one played
Holmes.
by like
yeah, where he's like overdone.
but
It's like college
Pete Holmes,
humor
yeah.
videos, like that.
Where's Rachel?
But this
Where
is
yeah.
so this one's not like super hard, but I do want to say that like
Clooney was
Captain
in the wrong movie. Clooney would have made a good Batman. He was just in the wrong movie. He really would have. I think
he was great. He was a great Bruce Wayne. He had the
That's what I mean. He's just in the wrong film. You do a better version of that. I mean, he was coming out from Dusk Till Dawn. Like, dude could pull it off. Like,
I actually got excited
that's
when he
fair,
appeared in
actually.
the Flash. Everyone else was like, "What?" But I got excited when he appeared in the Flash. Like, I was like, "Hey, that's cool." But yeah. So Captain America, when I was growing up as a kid, I didn't like him. I thought he was a dork with a trash can lid as a weapon. I just didn't buy it. I wasn't into it. But then whenever Captain America Winter Soldier came out, which is still my favorite film in the MCU, when that film came out, it blew me away, and it added a whole other dimension to his character, and it made me a fan of Captain America. And Captain America is now my favorite character that was in the MCU. Like, he is just, well, past MCU, not current. But yeah, he's just excellent. And but Batman, like I said, he's my second favorite comic book character of all time. Every iteration is fantastic, so I would definitely say Batman.
all right,
Nick.
So I do have a Batman shirt that's in my closet. I used to have a Captain America shirt way back in the day, but it was stolen. I do have to agree with Pez on this one as far as like there's been so many iterations of Batman, and everybody's got their own version that they can look at and say, like, oh, that's my Batman. And I don't think you can say that with another character. So, Batman.
yeah.
Yep. I'm good. Brian.
I mean, although, but Jason Jenkins was a good Batman. If you saw movie 4-3, that's the Batman Speed Dating scene. For this matchup, I'll go with Batman on this one as well. As Nick said, if you choose your favorite Batman, like for me, I quite enjoyed Ben Affleck as Batman. He was great, so I'll go Batman.
My favorite.
Yeah.
live action.
Malcolm.
Damn it, Brian! You stole my joke. I was going to bring out Jason Sudeikis as Batman.
Yeah.
Look, if I'd remembered it when I was making the graphics, I would have just made the graphics just Jason Sudeikis and his Batman on the graphics. but yeah, this is one of those interesting battles that I think is pretty even. But I think ultimately, if like all Batman really needs is like he gets the shield away from Captain America, because I think Batman will pull it off, because he's got a whole multitude of other gadgets to kind of
Like his bad credit card.
to take down Cap. Like Cap only really has a shield to fight with, and that is this. So I'm gonna go Batman.
Well, how would he do against Red Brown? Put some respect on his name. later star of Space Mutiny, featured on Mystery Science Theater 3000. Anyways, you know, put some respect on his name, Jordan. How dare you?
Sure. I don't know who he is, but sure.
It's Red Brown. You don't know Red Brown? He's on the household name.
Wow.
Anyway, talking about Brown.
But there's just one question for you.
Speaking of Brown.
Before we move on, though, there's one question. Harvey Dent. Can he be trusted? Harvey Dent. That's like the best thing from the College Humor one. Keeps popping up and saying that.
What happened to the commissioner? I love that one too.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Jordan, Doc, and Voldemort.
Oh man, this one's really hard. I don't know which way to go, because the more likable character is Doc Brown, but the probably better character overall, I just think is Voldemort, because like I just feel like I don't know. I want to say he has more to do, but then you get into the third movie, which is really like mostly a Doc Brown movie. But you know what? I'll go for Lord Voldemort. I just think like what he was doing with that character, just like was just perfect, and like just like did it so well to where he was like genuinely terrifying. So yeah, I'll go Lord Voldemort. Wolf, what do you say?
Yeah, he who shall not be named, Lord Voldemort, was excellent, played brilliantly by Ray Fiennes, who might be the greatest actor right now without an Oscar on his mantle. He is just fantastic, and Christopher Lloyd as Doc Brown is also excellent. Like I couldn't really see anyone else in that role of Doc Brown really, because he makes that character. But I also couldn't really see anybody else in the role of Voldemort, because Ray Fiennes makes that character. So
until they make the TV show and they cast somebody else.
Yeah,
and they cast Doug Jones to do it. I think he could do it.
Oh yeah, but I will say I'm gonna say Lord Voldemort, because I feel like he's stuck with me longer, and he's also been around. Like he's been around in more movies, and I feel like he's also just very terrifying, and leaves a presence on you. So yeah,
they should cast the most terrifying actors in movies right now. Jesse Plemons.
Yeah,
who's made everything he's shown up in for 2 minutes terrifying.
Well, he probably could do like a young Voldemort, yeah. I don't know. But Nick, what do you say?
So this one's a little bit tougher. The more I look at it, I've seen most of the Potterverse, but I've not. It hasn't been like a movie series that I'm like super connected to. So I think because of that, I kind of have to give the edge to Doc Brown.
All right. Yeah, sounds good. Brian.
Yeah, I'm also going with Doc Brown. This one, Voldemort's fine, but I go with Doc Brown more. So I'll go with Doc Brown, and plus he's great in the Trash and Fantastic features. So Doc Brown gets the vote.
Yeah. Malcolm, who you got?
Yeah, if John can manage to get into the DeLorean and go back in time and kill Voldemort when he was a kid, then I've got a chance that. I think Voldemort will win. But the Avada Kedavra curse does happen very instantly, and there's really not much, lot of wiggle room that you can do to Yeah, how to fit. So I'm gonna go Voldemort.
And also
Fair enough.
imagine if Voldemort could get the DeLorean away from Doc Brown. That'd be like unstoppable. Like Lord Voldemort in a time machine. Come on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but Austin.
Same logic as I've been using. I'm not much of a Potter guy, so Doc Brown. But that gives us our first tie. So we'll start at the bottom, work our way up. Wolf got the tie.
You know, I feel like you can't really have a geek character tournament without at least one Harry Potter character going through. So I will say Lord Voldemort.
Yeah. Good.
I mean, that's like Back to the Future. I am surprised Doc Brown managed to make it this far, but we've got Carter up against Obi-Wan.
Okay, Obi-Wan wins, and we move on. All right.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
All right.
Yeah.
Look, even Jordan, we love Rush Hour, but it's a geek
Yeah.
series. It's got to be Obi-Wan. Come on.
Well, I love it, but
Yeah.
they might be one of the most fun characters, but he's not. Yeah, I don't know.
All right. Neo and Joker. There's a better match. Okay.
Ooh.
All right.
Wow.
Okay.
Damn.
Back down to Wolfman. What you got?
Whoa. That's what I gotta say about this matchup.
Yeah.
No. But this one's pretty easy because while I love the first Matrix film, it's in my top 128. I think it's a sci-fi masterpiece. The other films afterwards have a reputation of not being so good, and it just kind of almost ruins the mythology a little bit. And Neo, it's great in the first film, but not so much the others. Joker, almost every iteration of Joker is fantastic. He's been around longer. He's been around since since the 60s.
Don't forget about Jared Leto, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
the Snyder Cut, he's
yeah,
fine.
in the Snyder Cut, he's great. He's really good in the Snyder Cut.
He
sure
He
is.
was scary
Sure
in the
is.
Snyder Cut. Yeah,
Yes.
that scene was one of the best scenes in that Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
It was
It's not
awesome.
like an emo.
I'm surprised
kinda
anybody made it
weird-
that long.
Like,
weird,
he was
like
emo
punk
in
rock
Suicide
Joker
Squad.
and
He was
get out of
more.
here.
He was more like a freaking slasher character who worked in.
Yeah,
that
he's
news
more like just a
factory
serial killer in Snyder Cut.
the Snyder Cut. That's what he.
That
felt.
version of the Joker belongs on like
Oh,
the
like-
Crow or something.
It's
Get out
like-
of here.
The Suicide Squad version, but not that one. But no, and even in Suicide Squad, I felt like he wasn't given enough to do because, of course, they chopped David Ayer's film to bits, and I would be interested to see what he would actually do if he was a character in the film. But all the other iterations, Joaquin Phoenix, Heath Ledger, Jack Nicholson, everyone's fantastic. He's my favorite villain in comic books right now, too. And Mark Hamill, all the animated iterations. Yeah, I would definitely have to go Joker here.
Yeah. Nick.
See, I would argue that post Heath Ledger, we haven't had a great Joker because
Hey,
like
Joaquin
Jared Leto's been fairly. He was
Joaquin,
terrible. I didn't. So Joaquin was good. I did think that he hammed it up a little bit in places, and I wasn't a fan of Joker being or whatever happened in the Batman. So I mean,
as the Joker, you're supposed to kind of ham it up.
if you're gonna say that Neo, those Matrix movies depreciate over time, I do think the same is true for the Joker at a certain point.
Nope.
However, I do think we do have more great portrayals of the Joker than we do bad ones, because I think there's only been 2 bad ones. I think for that reason, I want to go for Neo, but I think for that reason I got to give the slight edge to Joker, just because I forgot about Mark Hamill. And you're right, he was in Mask of the Phantasm and Return of the Joker, Batman Beyond. So I mean, he's iconic as that character, and I think with him and Ledger just being baseline, yeah, you got to go Joker.
Yeah. Brian, what do you say?
Yeah, I'll give it to the 2-time Oscar-winning character, the Joker, on this one. Each performance is great. Cesar Romero is great in 60s Batman. Jack Nicholson's having a lot of fun in the 89 Batman. I mean, Even you're Nolan North or Troy Baker who voiced Joker in the video game, which is great. So, and also Karen Monahan and the Gotham series is great as Joker. So, all I give is to Joker.
Yeah, it was Troy Baker and Batman Arkham Origins.
Okay.
And I got to meet Troy Baker, and I asked him to do the Joker voice for me, and that was really cool. I was like,
oh nice.
Yeah.
Malcolm, what do you say?
I mean, I'll have to look this up. I'm pretty sure there was a version of the Joker voice by Nolan North in one of the other video games. Like, I'm pretty sure they both had done the Joker at some stage. And
yeah,
I'll look it up. And see.
But yeah, and just before I get onto my Wolfman thing, like, I actually like I don't hate Jared Leto's take of the Joker. I think it's one of those. I think it's just one of those ones like
good shit.
Yeah, see,
Well,
that is not like freaking goth boy. That's like, hey, he's taking you to his hatchet factory. Like,
if they had done this in the follow up to Justice League and let him do this for a whole movie, it would have been fucking awesome.
And also the story behind
left a bad taste in our mouth.
The story behind his character, like the reason he did that, the reason he does that wheezy laugh in the Snyder Cut is they actually said that apparently that version of Batman knocked out his windpipe. So that would have been excellent to see him like he could barely laugh because his windpipe was knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's one of those ones like there's been multiple different versions like takes as Joker in comic book history, and also I think Jared Leto's version did work the way as the Goth Boy one in Suicide Squad. Like I will defend that. But yeah, as for who would in the fight, this is more of an interesting one because. Like I think Joker would give Neo a really good thing, but once again, but Neo can stop the bullets and all that. Like he's just I think Neo will ultimately find a way to win. So I'm gonna go Neo.
He stops him and he turns him around right back at the Joker. So it's like using the Force, but even better. But Austin.
Yeah, man, I even love me some Cesar Romero, bro, from the 60s, man.
Agree.
He's a fun cartoon Joker, like goofy Joker. He's great.
Yeah.
He's also got that mustache, covered up with the makeup right there. Come on, good shit.
Yeah,
it's great. I think I like Neo a lot, and I voted for him a lot, but it's the Joker we're talking about, and I think there's so many great iterations of this character, and again, one that can be interpreted so many different ways, and there's a lot of them have worked. So in one different way. Every time we recast the Joker, we go, I don't know if he can live up to Nicholson. I don't know if he can live up to Ledger. I don't know if he can live up to what every time it's like we don't, and then somebody does it great. I'm fine with that. So Joker.
Yeah, I think for as much as I like to goof on Jared Leto's version, I don't like that. Even what they tried to do with the Justice League, I'm like, well, it's a little too late for me. Like when you would have done that to begin with, but you didn't. So,
if Joker wins this whole thing, I'm just going to play Jared Leto's scene from the Snyder Cut. That's what
I'm damn. We live in a society.
I actually want to see that now, so I might push it to the win.
But if Batman wins, you got to play Pete Holmes vanishing everywhere. but yeah, I think Neo is an awesome character. I love the Matrix, but yeah, there's just so many amazing iterations, and it's just hard because I think that some of the performances, Heath Ledger is a masterpiece of performance, but also Keanu Reeves in the first Matrix, masterpiece of a performance for me. And then you have the Joker movie, that's a masterpiece of a movie, and then the first Matrix masterpiece. So you can put it on in a bunch of different ways, but it's got to be the Joker, though. I just think, I don't know, there's just something about that character that I just want to see him. And, it's why, every time there's a Batman movie, everyone's waiting, what villain do we want to see? We want to see the Joker. Batman has so many villains you could do, but we want to see the Joker. Everyone wants him. So Yeah, it's got to be the Joker, and I can't wait to see Barry Keoghan play
yeah.
the a Joker. He's gonna kill it. Like
Because I think everybody was like, I don't know, he had like the one scene, but then everybody since then has seen Saltburn and Banshees of Inisherin and like all this shit where he's like killing it lately and everything. And it's like, bro, he's a good actor, man. Like that dude's gonna have an Oscar someday. Like someday.
Yeah, like even watch him on like Hot Ones talking about his roles and the way he approaches them and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like he's gonna be good.
And again, he's gonna do it and he's gonna kill it, and we're gonna go, there's another great Joker. It's gonna be totally different.
And I do want to point out that Nolan North was Atomic Joker in something. I forget.
Okay.
I don't know what it was, but he did play Atomic Joker.
Okay.
I forgot to mention Zach Galifianakis did a good job as the Joker.
Oh yeah, in the Lego movie. Lego Batman. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's a good performance.
And Will Arnett, we didn't mention him as Batman, but he's also great.
That's my brother's favorite version, and he's older than I am.
No.
Oh, Harry Potter versus Harley
Quinn. This is easy.
All right, Nick.
I think you got to go Harley on this one. Sorry, I think Harry's a good character. I like him more in the earlier movies than I do some of the stuff that happens in the later. But that's just more my personal preference. And as far as Harley Quinn, like, I was not a fan of Suicide Squad, but every time I've seen her since then, I think she's been okay, even in Birds of Prey. So, Harley Quinn.
Yeah. Brian.
Yeah, Harry is fine, but I'll go with Harley Quinn on this one. I love the different portrayal of Tara Strong in the Batman series. Kate Croco voiced her in that Harley Quinn TV show, which is pretty good. And Margot Robbie is pretty darn attractive as Harley Quinn, so I'll go with that. Plus, we get Harley and Joker match in round 2, so Harley Quinn.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, this is slightly have to predict who would win here because, like Harry Potter has his magic could raise the references and stuff from Harley Quinn, but I think Harley will still find a way around that and still manage to find other ways to take him out. So I'm gonna go Harley Quinn.
Yeah, Austin.
I'm sticking to my guns. I'm not much of a Potter nerd, so I'm a DC guy, and I got to go with Harley. Yeah, an invention of the, Batman the Animated Series, and the comic world was better off for it. And we've had, again, some amazing different iterations of the character over the years, from the Arkham games to Margot Robbie to this new Harley show. Yeah, they're all fun. So I'll go Harley.
And then you gotta go too.
Yeah,
Joker 2.
Yeah, I mean, I had the butterbeer and all that, and like it's good stuff, but I mean, it's got to be Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn is like an amazing character, and one of the fun videos that was like to turn people on to is go watch Bat in the Sun, the Joker and Harley Quinn versus Deadpool and Domino, where they actually do like a more comic book accurate version of Domino, the Harley Quinn stuff is just really, really good. She's a lot more like menacing in that and stuff. So I would recommend that. But and just like I think pretty much every iteration's been great for Harley Quinn too. So yeah, I'll go Harley Quinn. Wolf, what do you say?
Yeah, this is easy. Harry Potter isn't even the best character in his own franchise, but Harley Quinn is. Now that I think of it, maybe she might be my second favorite comic book character of all time. I am obsessed with Harley Quinn. I read so much Harley Quinn material. She's such a tragic character. Like, she is very humorous, but she's such a tragic character because of what happened to her, how Joker's treated her, just the pain that she's had to go through, and she hides the pain with her silliness. But she's just every iteration from Arlene Sorkin in the anime series to Tara Strong. Which, by the way, I wanted to show this off real quickly. I don't know if y'all can see it all that well on camera, but that's a Tara Strong autograph from Arkham Knight.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, right there. So
see it.
on the PS4 version of Arkham Knight, because I played the DLC in that as Harley Quinn so much And when I met her, she did the voice for me and everything. She's such a nice person, Tara Strong is. But yeah, Harley Quinn all the way. So
yeah, I met Tara Strong. I think she does some of like the Powerpuff Girls or something like that. And
she does
she's
as well.
She's my favorite iteration.
Yeah.
And guys, yes, they make asinine decisions, but this is not a bad game. All right, this is not a terrible game like everyone's saying it is.
No, but and also in the next Batman, the next Joker movie, I'm looking forward to what they're gonna do with like an origin story for Harley Quinn and stuff. I think it'll be cool. So yeah, it may not be like the exact version that from like every comic, but it'll be a version of it that I think will be cool. So, but Nick,
right,
no, you were first.
Sweep. Clean sweep for Harley. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Yeah. She deserves it.
Han Solo up against Spider-Man.
Damn it. All right.
This one's easy.
All right, Brian.
Damn.
Yeah, of course, I'll start with me for a tough matchup. This is tough. Spider-Man, I love Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, my favorite Spider-Man actor. But and Han Solo, this great as Han Solo. This is tough, but ask me in a few minutes, I'll change my vote. My vote will change, but for now, I'll stick with Spider-Man.
Yep. Malcolm.
Yeah, this is fairly easy for me. Like, I think Han Solo put up a good fight, but ultimately I do think Spider-Man be able to like stop Han Solo. Like Han Solo doesn't really have a lot of powers that could sort of counter being ribbed up. But so I'm going to go.
He's got Chewie.
Yeah.
Always with him. Just saying. He's got a Wookiee.
Yep.
No,
Well,
I mean,
awesome.
Yeah, this is close. I think what puts it over the edge for me is I'm not a fan of the Tom Holland Spider-Man. That does nothing for me. So I like Toby and I like Garfield, but I mean, I dig. Again, I grew up a Star Wars guy, and Han Solo's the quintessential like outlaw sort of anti-hero, and he's the man. It's still Harrison Ford, just being awesome Harrison Ford. I gotta go Han Solo.
Well, what about Alden Ehrenreich? What about him?
I don't mind him as Han
enjoyed that
Solo.
one.
Just
I
that
enjoyed it.
movie's not great. That movie's boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of the highlights of that.
He's
very
fine.
boring movie.
I don't. It's just in an unnecessary movie.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you know me. I'm a Spider-Man guy. I mean, you can't reach literally 2 or 3 feet in my room without finding something. Spider-Man, like here's this big old like wooden sign that I have, but it's all over my room. Like Spider-Man's been my guy, my number one comic book character of all time. I'm just a massive Spider-Man fan, and Peter Parker. Like when they do that, the story right, it worked and it's awesome. Like just go watch the Spider-Man the animated series if you want to see the story really done right. It's done like so good in that, and yeah. So and like I really hope that the next Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland, like they ended the last one in a way where like he's the broken Spider-Man, the one that's struggling. That's like probably going to be struggling to pay rent, struggling to like have anyone on his side. He can't reveal his identity, and I think it's going to be great if they do it right. Like my fingers are crossed that they do it right. So we'll see. But yeah. So
There was
I'm going to
talks
go
about maybe possibly doing
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 4 though.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be all right with that, but I'm more so looking forward to the next Tom Holland one just because of where the last one ended. But Wolf, what do you think?
I gotta agree with Austin. I'm not that big on Tom Holland as Spider-Man, and the reason why is I would have been okay with it if they didn't baby him. If they weren't like, oh yeah, you're going to be Iron Man Jr. You're not actually going to be Spider-Man. You're going to be Iron Man Jr. Like that's stupid to me. I did not like that. I thought that they should have made him Spider-Man, and now we didn't get that until like the very end of No Way Home. So hopefully in the next one I can like him again. Or like his iteration, but
They didn't do it with Toby or
but Tobey Maguire.
Garfield.
Yeah, well, Tobey Maguire wasn't babied. Andrew Garfield wasn't babied, so that was good. They were both great, and Andrew Garfield was like the definitive version, like the one that you think of when you read the comics. But my Spider-Man is definitely Tobey Maguire. I grew up listening to or watching Tobey Maguire. I wanted to be him. He was so great. But also Han Solo is a great character, and Harrison Ford's great in the role. But he also has those last few movies, and what they do with him in Rise of Skywalker is laughable.
Yeah.
And how they handle his character in the sequel trilogies is laughable. So because of stuff like that, I will say Spider-Man. And he's also been around longer, technically, because of the comics, I think Spider-Man has. So,
and don't forget about Spider-Verse. I mean, Peter Parker's in that. So,
yeah.
But
and the video game, PS4 video game that's a great Spider-Man.
All that. But Nick, what do you say?
Yeah, I just think that Spider-Man is one of those characters that like everybody's got their, definitive versions of that character. I will say, like, I understand the criticism on Tom Holland's Spider-Man, but I mean, Homecoming is my favorite Spider-Man film. I'm sorry. So I gotta take justice for that. I think that, his portrayal is fun. It's not as much struggle as Spider-Man usually gets into, but I do think that, it is still a definitive version.
It took 3 movies for Spider-Man to be miserable in that trilogy, and he needs to be miserable to be Spider-Man.
Yeah. He kind of does.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. He just had one of my favorite lines in Homecoming when he's talking about, like, he's supposed to be at the homecoming dance, and he's hanging on an airplane fighting his date's dad. I think that's just perfect Spider-Man stuff. So I do think that the writing does get away from the Spider-Man stuff later on, but I think for what it is, I do enjoy it. So I like Han Solo, but I think there is something to be said about how iconic Spider-Man is and how all of those portrayals work for different reasons, even though we haven't had like the full, complete version of Spider-Man on screen. So Spider-Man.
And part of me wishes they would do with effing Zendaya. Like, what are we doing with that character? That it's not Mary Jane. That's not any kind of character. It's just the one they made up. That's a bullshit character. I don't get it. She's like an emo weirdo character. I hate that character. Anyways, but
Spider-Man.
Isn't it funny how every actress that's been opposite a Spider-Man actor has been in a relationship with a Spider-Man actor while on set?
Yeah.
If you think about it, it's kind of interesting.
There's something about that.
I guess those are movies for romance.
All right, let's go to the speed round. Jordan, I got a new speed clip. Watch this.
But first, you gotta get speed. Demon speed. Speed's what we need. We need greasy, fast speed.
Greasy, fast speed. There we go. Now I got a new one.
Right. From some Burgess Meredith.
Yeah, exactly. The Penguin. Yeah. It's greasy, fast speed. That's what we need. I almost tried to pull the other one. They had it, but it wasn't the right file. When he's like hitting the bag at the end of the montage, and Mickey's in the background just going speed, speed, speed. It's great.
I still like the one that the alternate Talladega Nights one, where like his kids was like, come on, Dad, go fast, get your balls back.
All right, so we are in the speed round now. It's time to wind it down. It's gonna be tough decisions, and make your decisions. We'll see what happens here. The winners of this round are in the Elite Eight. Since it's the half bracket. So these are the ones that are gonna make the poll. So let's see what happens. All right, pressure's on. Malcolm, you're up first. Agent J and Zod.
I like Zod as a character, but I like Zod as a villain, but I like Jay as an overall character. So Jay.
Yeah. Awesome.
Zod.
Jordan. Yeah, I think it's Zod's time to rule, so we'll go Zod. Wolf.
My choice is going to save Krypton. Zod.
Yeah, sure. Nick.
Agent J.
You do this, you destroy Krypton.
Yeah. Everyone you love, I will never
keep
stop.
Krypton's name out of
never.
Yeah, Brian.
Just between these two, AJ makes us look good, so AJ.
Okay, so
Ooh.
probably that up. We start out with a tie, and we move up. So Nick's got the tiebreaker this time.
Oh fuck, Agent J.
Wow, Agent J.
Wow. So I ain't gonna
I
have
don't know if I would ever
Superman
put him
versus
as one of
Zod.
the 8 best comic characters of all time, but
Yeah.
that's it
Yeah,
for
I
me.
don't know if I would either, but
We've got
okay.
Wolverine versus Wonder Woman.
Yeesh. All right. Oh, damn. I got to go first. Shit. I'm going to take my 10 seconds. All right. 10, 9. Shit.
Get the last one, get the truth out of you.
Wolverine.
Jordan. For me, it's Wolverine. No question, it's easy. Wolf.
Yeah, Wolverine. This is easy, but I do love Wonder Woman. But Wolverine, like I said, favorite comic book character.
All right.
Yeah. Nick.
Does Wolverine have a badass theme song? Doesn't matter. It's still Wolverine.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, kind of. He has the X-Men '97 song, kind of. But
That's the X-Men, though. That's not Wolverine.
yeah. True.
Right.
Brian.
I'll go with Canada's own James Logan Howell as Wolverine.
Yeah. Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean we've had multiple good versions of Wonder Woman, but we've had one really good version of Wolverine that lasted. So going to go Wolverine.
All right. Wolverine. All right. Now that Wolverine is worthy of the 8. I don't know if Agent J is. Personally.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, Wonder Woman.
I just wanted to see the chaos.
That's going to seem out of place, but I'll have to.
Yeah, that'd be out of place. Yeah.
All right. Leonardo and Ripley. Jordan.
Fudge. I just want to get a turtle in there so bad, just because I just want to see what people think of our final pick. So I'll go for Leonardo here. Cowabunga, dude. Wolf.
People are already going to look at your final picks and think this is super weird because of Agent J. I don't want to just do that twice, so I'm going Ripley.
Yeah.
But people love turtles. I mean, come on. Nick.
But Leonardo.
Guy, I can't pick against Ripley. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Brian.
I can go against Ripley. Leonardo.
Yeah, there we go. Malcolm.
I'm not a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Ripley.
Ooh.
Yeah, it wasn't indoctrinated into your life like it was for me as a kid. So Turtles were my entire childhood. But
Greatest action hero of all time. Ripley into the Elite 8. Let's go. All right. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Look, let's be honest.
Not
If it wasn't for Jennifer Lawrence,
wait, what did Jennifer Lawrence do? That one.
no, I think Jennifer Lawrence said in a quote somewhere that she was the first big action heroine or something like that.
Oh, that's
yeah,
right.
right.
I think she's like, no woman had ever been casted as the lead in an action movie, and I'm like, what?
It was the first ever action.
I think I'm afraid you're mistaken.
And then someone started the baby was like, we've got to be thankful for Jennifer Lawrence. If it wasn't for Jennifer Lawrence, back in the 70s, Ridley Scott would never have cast Alan McMahon as a
We just need that clip from Home Alone 2 with Tim Curry going, "Excuse me, ma'am, but you're gravely mistaken."
Anyway, we've got Superman versus the cast.
Let's say, did you guys know that Jennifer Lawrence was the first woman?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't see Mother.
Anyways,
wasn't Sigourney Weaver and Linda Hamilton or any of those,
No, the first woman. She was just the first woman ever. Anyways, Superman, Picard, Wolf. What you got?
That's why they need to call the team X Women. That's a dark feeling.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that.
But I will. I think it would be odd. I mean, people like Picard, but I think it would be odd to look at the poll and not have Superman on there. So, he just has to be in the Elite 8. He's one of the best, iconic superheroes. So I'll say Superman.
Who cares about how the poll looks? Just vote what you want.
Well, he's also voting the way he wants.
Sure, yeah. Yeah. Nick.
Yeah, I mean, you got have a list like this, strong geek characters. I'm still wearing this shirt, so Superman.
Yep. Brian.
I mean, only one Star Trek character left, so I'll go with Picard.
Yep. Malcolm.
Please be honest, people aren't going to look at the poem and think and go back and watch the episode. They're just going to look at the poem and complain about what's not
What's
there,
there,
or
not there. Yeah.
Yep.
But I'm going to vote Superman.
Yeah. Austin.
I'm going with maybe the most recognizable character in pop culture, period, Superman.
Jean-Luc.
Fair enough.
No.
Nope.
I mean, the most recognizable character in Star Trek, but besides like Spock.
Yeah, I don't know. I was going to say
You might
Spock.
be. Yeah.
Star Trek.
but I'm still like, well, like hold fast to Superman's kind of a boring character. It's not like he's still a great character, but he's just kind of boring sometimes. So and slow moving for an all-powerful character. It takes like a little bit for the action to really ramp up. Like, but so I'll go with Jean-Luc Picard. I think.
Don't worry, everybody. You'll get a
character.
nice, clean, all-American, boring version of James Gunn's Superman. I hope you're happy about what you're about to get.
I have
Yeah,
a,
nice,
exactly.
boring,
Oh, yeah.
boring
Boring.
farm boy who won't punch anybody.
Yeah,
will
he
just be
won't do
nice
anything.
and clean. I hope you're happy about what you did to Zack Snyder, all
Yep.
of you.
Yeah.
So, anyways, yeah.
I had a whole
long walk
conversation
on a
with a
short
coworker
bridge.
today about Henry Cavill, and we were just like talking about how he's the definitive Superman. And
Yeah.
yeah.
He is.
I'm happy with what we did to Zack Snyder.
Well, you might be alone here.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely am. The Justice League was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
No.
Even his version?
Yes,
so,
his version. His version is better than Whedon's version, but God, is it so goddamn long for no reason?
Yeah. I don't love it either. It's just too many shots of them standing there and posing in different, like, damn poses and going in slow mo.
I'll acknowledge Whedon's version is dumb. It's really dumb. But at least, it's short. At least I didn't, sit there for 3 hours out of my life wanting to kill myself.
4
so.
hours. Yeah.
Oh,
He disappeared.
we lost Malcolm. Oh, shit. He quit protest.
He
Yeah,
was
sure.
mad about your Snyder Cut hate, so he had to leave for a second to take a breather.
Oh, shoot.
Sorry about that,
good.
guys.
He said I guess he's having internet issues. Well, not good. He's got the bracket, not me. Unless he sends
Oh,
it.
damn.
Yeah.
Might have to send it to you. I don't know if it'll save,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Well, we'll remember what goes through. I've wrote down the 4 already for the Elite Eight at least, so I know it's already in.
All right, well.
So
Yeah.
I can salvage that. All right. Hopefully he
Can you
comes
remember
back.
what the next match is?
I think it was. I know
shit.
Magneto maybe in the first round, and possibly Batman.
And I'll give James Gunn the benefit of the doubt somewhere. Is he does understand certain characters, like he understands Harley Quinn really well. So like he does Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad very well. Like he understands that character. So I will give him some benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, this Henry Cavill.
I'm just not
so
excited
good.
for anything he's announced. Not a single solitary thing. I think it's all stupid.
And then also you get rid of like the people that he's getting rid of. I'm like, you realize even if you aren't fans of the way Snyder did things, Ben Affleck has a big fan base. People really like him. You have people who even people who hate Batman v Superman says he's like the best part of that movie. And then a lot of people, and then I've also Gal Gadot's great as Wonder Woman. They're talking about maybe replacing her. So it's just
Zachary Levi was great as Shazam.
Yeah. So
right. They're gonna take away Zach Levi.
And they're young enough. Gal Gadot's still young. and stuff.
JLA.
I don't get it.
And then also that he said that Blue Beetle was supposed to be the first thing of his new universe, and then he said it's not even canon. So fuck that. Like that movie was fun. It wasn't terrible.
Well, no, and it's weird. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to reboot everything, but Peacemaker's still going to be a part of my what? Why?
Yeah.
Because that's your show,
Yeah.
so you make an
No,
exception
yeah.
for your show?
And then he also
also
says he might bring in some of his Suicide Squad people later too.
Mhm.
Because that's
Yeah.
his movie that he made. So it's one of
But
those
he also
kind of
said the first season of Peacemaker is not canon, which I think like fuck that. Like that's stupid. Like this, just either make it canon or don't. Just be consistent.
And there was also that one thing he said, I think he said this before the Flash was released, but now after the Flash was released, I think he'll take it back. But he said at one point that he planned on recasting everybody except for Ezra Miller. And I was like, what? I was like, out of everybody you're thinking about keeping? Like, really?
I mean, I like his performance, but you can't keep him.
No, he's toxic. And so it's just, it's
I will say I am a little concerned with like the sheer amount of people that have been announced for this new Superman movie.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they've got announced like 6 side villains for this thing, and he's like, "Oh, it's going to be a super simple movie," but I've casted multiple
75 people,
all these other like goofy villains that nobody gives a shit about.
25 people. They're like introducing Green Lantern and doing a bunch of weird.
I am going to say something that is a very big statement, but I will say that because of the way the DCEU went in their last few films financially, Superman Legacy might be the most important blockbuster of this generation. And the reason I say that is because if it fails financially, DC's done. Don't make any more DC movies. They're done. You can't come back from that. You can't if it fails. Like they've failed so many times financially. There's just no more DC movies that can exist. But if it is financially a success, then we can keep on going with more DC movies in the future. So like it's an extremely important movie. We'll have to see.
All right. So Malcolm's posting the actual next matchups as he's trying to get back. So we'll just do kind of an informal vote here. All right. So he said the next matchup is Magneto versus Indiana Jones. So we'll just say Magneto's on top, Indy's on bottom. Nick, you're up next officially until we get Malcolm.
Magneto. I think you got to give it to Magneto.
All right, Brian.
I will go Indy.
Yeah, I don't know what Malcolm would actually go with. He needs to post that as well. But I'll go Indy. Jordan.
Oh man, yeah, it's really tough. I just think, as far as comic book geek, as far as geek characters, I mean that's the core here. I think I got to go with Magneto. He's just more of a cool geek character. So, yeah. Wolf.
Not just geek characters, but characters all around. Because if you look at Harrison Ford in the role, he's great in the first 3, but then in the last 2 movies, not so much.
Yeah.
So I will say Magneto. All the iterations are great. So definitely Magneto.
Okay. I think he's coming back. Let's see if we can get him back. He's like
when I first saw the last Indiana Jones movie, I liked it, but then ever since I went back to rewatch it, and it's like just going down for me. It's crashing.
I even prefer Kingdom of the Crystal Skull over it. Honestly,
I think I do too.
Even
yeah, I do. He's coming back. Maybe Malcolm, are you back?
Okay.
Oh, good.
I'm thinking I'm back.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Maybe you're kind of laggy, but you're here.
Why couldn't John Wick be back in this gym? Come on, bring him back.
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Yeah,
and Racket should be back.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Well,
I'm assuming it Indy won that. Anyway.
No. We need your vote too. We need your vote. What are you voting?
I'm voting Indiana Jones. I accidentally clicked something. Must have double clicked Indy before, so that's why he's.
Okay, because it's actually a tie, and we go to Brian.
Indiana Jones.
Oh,
so
come on!
Right,
That's
so
like a major upset. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if major, but
I don't think it's a major upset. I don't think it's a major upset.
No,
minor.
We've got Batman versus Voldemort.
All right, Brian.
Batman.
Okay.
Yep.
Malcolm.
Malcolm.
Voldemort.
Batman.
He who should not be named. Batman. No Batman. Wolf.
You could have had a DC and Marvel crossover, just to let y'all know. But in the next matchup, but I will say Batman.
Nick.
I'm Batman.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, we can have Batman, Joker, that while the Joker moves on. So
I don't think you can
Yeah.
have this Elite Eight without Batman. That would be weird.
Mm-hmm.
That would be
Yeah.
weird. I think so too.
Obi-Wan and Joker. Speaking of, Malcolm.
I like all the versions of Obi-Wan. I think they're all great. Some of the versions of Joker I just think are good to great. So I'm going to go Obi-Wan.
Yep. Austin.
Can't have Batman without Joker. Jordan.
Yeah, I don't think anything that's had Obi-Wan in it I would call a masterpiece, but I would call the Joker movie a masterpiece, and I would call Heath Ledger's performance a masterpiece. So I got to go Joker. Wolf, what do you say?
Ooh, this is hard because Obi-Wan is my favorite Star Wars character, but but yeah, I agree. You can't really have Batman without Joker, so I'll say Joker.
Yeah.
You complete me. Sorry.
Yeah. Nick.
I will say we haven't had a bad version of Obi-Wan. That said, you had me at shut up, Joker.
Yep. Brian.
right here, Joke Murray, Joker.
Yeah.
All right, Joker.
Why so serious?
You and I are destined to do this forever.
Yeah.
And okay, guys, just think before you vote. Harley Quinn versus Joker. Gotta throw that out there. That would be like a perfect matchup. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, but who's the most iconic?
She's not gonna win.
But even it's my vote, and even in this case, who's kind of the bigger character? Spider-Man. I'm going Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yep, Spider-Man. He's had my heart since I was like little, like probably like 3 years old, something like that. So, yeah, I gotta go with Spider-Man. Wolf.
Spider-Man has had my heart longer, but Harley Quinn is the better character with even more depth to her. So I will say Harley Quinn. If you read the comics, she has a lot of depth to her character. Like, trust me, she's
but so does Peter Parker a lot.
Yeah.
Nick.
Spider-Man.
Brian.
I love Spider-Man, but I'll go Harley Quinn on this one.
Malcolm.
I like 2 out of the 3 versions of Spider-Man, but I like all the versions of Harley Quinn.
Oh, Malcolm, you son of a...
We have a tie, and Malcolm has a tiebreaker.
Oh, no. Come on.
Come on, Harley Quinn. You got to make it happen. Joker versus Harley Quinn.
I just don't like the Andrew Garfield version at all.
Joker versus Harley Quinn. Yes, that's a dream match. That is a dream match.
That's a fair enough point, Malcolm.
I will say I was considering changing it to Rowan Wolf's Hopes and Dreams, but
Where'd Jordan go?
I don't know. He's probably protesting.
Yeah, he's probably just pissed off at this.
He's pissed right now. Yeah. All right. Well, he was up first for this next one, but I guess we'll skip it for now. But we'll go Wolverine and Agent J. So
me first, I guess, or right now until
I don't know. Should I bring you back, Jordan? You're like being a little baby. I don't know. I have the power to bring you back. You behave.
I'm
yourself?
not being a baby. I'm just joking around. Like no Spider-Man. I'm out. F you guys. No.
Jordan did say you like
It's fine. I mean, it's all good.
But wait till you get that dream matchup. Then you'll be like, oh yeah, this
Just
is the
losing to
right
Harley
choice.
Quinn is kind of a like, what the fuck?
I mean,
at least lose to like Wolverine or something.
What? I mean,
or Batman.
Talking about Wolverine, we can just move him forward. I don't.
No, yeah.
Is anybody gonna say
Agent J over Wolverine?
No, not really.
Where's all the enthusiasm for Agent J in the last match? Where's all that enthusiasm?
What happened to that?
Yeah,
I'm just saying, man, he's better than Michael Shannon, but he's not better than Hugh Jackman.
Well, Michael Shannon's a better actor.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we skipped that one. So
Fair.
Ripley, Superman.
Ripley, easy. Wolf.
Superman.
Nick.
You gotta go with Superman.
Brian.
You gotta
Superman.
unmute yourself.
Superman.
Yeah.
My question
Unmute
is: are you guys voting for Superman because you genuinely think he's better, because he's shoved in your face and you're just more familiar with the character? That's my
Maybe because we like Superman and you don't.
Yeah, and maybe
Yeah,
because
he's
he's
a
literally
boring-ass
the
character, I'm
first
sorry.
superhero. He's the, like
Yeah, but he's
this is
boring.
a geek tournament. A geek tournament. Think of it that
You know
way.
what he-
Christopher Reeve is
better ones
so
being
good
later.
as Superman.
Yeah.
Like, I can
I
name you
quite
about
enjoy
Christopher
Batman.
Reeve Superman is so
better
good.
than Superman. Come on.
I'm so excited for the Christopher Reeves documentary too. Like, so excited.
Anyways,
Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, I like the character of Superman. I think it's great, but I actually like Ripley more. I'm going to go Ripley.
come on, Austin. With your heart.
Dude, I like plenty of versions of Superman, and I've been a Superman fan since I was a little kid. I didn't come to Alien until I was probably 20.
Oh, you're gonna betray your favorite movie.
It's all right. She's won tournaments before, so I'm fine with it. So let's go Superman. Yeah. She won
If
the,
it was the movies, it would be a different.
she won her own dome bracket that she was in, the initial one.
It's
So
an
it's fine.
It's an overpowered character that just like beats anyone.
I
It's
know
not
you're salty
boring
about
and
Spider-Man.
boring.
Wolverine
Not-
is an
don't-
overpowered
not
don't be all-
interesting at all.
Don't be all salty, Jordan, and bring down this whole panel. We're
Bro,
enthusiastic of Superman or not.
Deadpool is overpowered. He literally can go outside of comics. All right.
I mean-
like
I mean-
he's overpowered.
Yeah, but,
and it's like
Not compared to Superman. Name a power that Superman doesn't have. Like that's
There's a lot of
plenty.
What?
He can't
What-
go invisible. He can't go through walls. He can't fucking like there's
Oh.
he
doesn't
can't
have a
read.
power
He
to
can't
do it.
read
now.
minds.
He can't read minds. Yeah, he can't mind meld with people.
What
He
character's
can't
gonna
do
stop him
anything.
without kryptonite? Come on.
Plenty have. Plenty with magic have stopped him.
That's a good point. Yeah, man.
Doomsday literally killed him in the comics
And-
without kryptonite.
Yeah.
And to be fair, for just about every comic book character, I think there's arguments that for each of them to be overpowered in different ways as well. So
Yeah.
That's why Batman's a good character. Not overpowered. Come on.
Well, yeah,
Underpowered.
he's
I mean-
not powered at all.
Yeah, right, exactly. Makes him way more
anyway,
interesting.
Anyways,
perfect segue. We've got Batman vs. Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. Wolf.
Batman. Easily.
Nick.
Batman.
Brian.
No, Batman.
Yeah. Malcolm.
I'm just going to go Indiana Jones.
Yeah, all right.
To quote my favorite extra from Batman Forever, Batman!
Yeah, sure, yeah. Find out that
Say.
guy's name. Yeah, and Batman, I've liked every theme that he's had except for I don't like the theme in The Batman. That's just me personally. I know a lot of people love it, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
But I like the like 89 and 1. Dun, 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 dun. That might be my favorite. So I'll go with Batman. Even though Indy has like a kick-ass theme song.
Ben Affleck's theme is very underrated too, by the way. Like he's got a really good score.
No, it's Batman.
That's yeah, Batman wins.
That's kind of Wonder Woman's theme, right?
That's Wonder
Yeah,
Woman's
that was
thing.
Wonder
Yeah, it is. It is. That's the only one I can think of. I can't think of Batman theme from the Snyderverse.
Batman's is more like a doom, 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 doom. It's like that Junkie XL thing.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Doom, doom, doom. Anyways, Joker and Harley. All right, Mr. J. All right, Puddin. All right, Nick.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, Joker.
Who do you want to face Batman? Is it yeah, Joker. There you go.
Brian.
You got it. Brian.
Mr. J, Joker.
All right.
Yep. Malcolm.
Harley likes pudding, so I'm going to go Harley Quinn.
Okay. Austin.
Joker.
Yeah, pudding's overrated. Let's go with the Joker. Pudding's more for like British people. They like black pudding and blood pudding and all that gross stuff. Wolf.
Pudding's what you
Hey,
eat when you can't eat anything else.
And
physically with
also,
no teeth.
one
Yeah.
compliment to this matchup is they're both DC characters and they're both Batman villains and they're both going to go up against Batman. So just don't want to throw that out there as well. That's also
Yeah.
but Do I vote with my mind or do I vote with my balls? I'm voting with my balls. Harley Quinn.
All right.
Even then, Joker wins.
Yeah,
Don't be
everyone
like
wants to
Jerry
be born-
Seinfeld when he votes with his penis and he becomes dumber.
Everyone wanted to go for the boring matchup that we had in part 1, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have actually added some excitement seeing Harley go up against Batman.
But it's it's an appropriately comic book Final Four for Geek
That's
because
true.
it's
Yeah.
Wolverine,
God
Superman,
damn.
Batman, and Joker. So yeah, this is a tough one.
Mm.
All right, we start with Brian, Wolverine, and Superman.
I'll go with Soups on this one.
All right, Malcolm.
I'm going to go for my number 1 comic book character of all time, Wolverine.
Austin.
Superman.
Yeah. I got to go with Wolverine. Wolf.
Malcolm, I knew I liked you because we both share the same number 1 comic book movie, comic book character, and so I'll also go Wolverine.
Yeah. Nick.
Son of a bitch. Oh, this is so tough.
Sorry, that character didn't make it anywhere.
Yeah.
I think. Hey, I did not say the motherfucker.
I guarantee you there's a character somewhere that someone made called Son of a Bitch.
I got to go Superman. It hurts me, but I got to go Superman.
We have a tie. Superman goes through. I got it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, I guess, be doing a Batman versus Superman.
It's the world's finest, baby. The world's finest.
Once again, I think it's going to turn out to be a rematch of it because I'm pretty sure we had that match.
Yeah, there we go.
Got Batman versus-
Can I just say that before this whole thing started, I predicted Batman would win this whole thing before we did any tournament whatsoever.
So let's make it exciting then
I
and do
predicted
Joker
Batman.
versus Superman. If the Batman versus Superman ones are.
All 4 movement plan.
I need that Jared Leto clip played. So
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Don't tempt me. Malcolm,
there is a
Batman
comic
Joker.
called Son of a Bitch. I just found it. If you go to Google, it's there. But anyway.
Batman.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going Batman.
Yeah, Batman. Wolf.
Man, that character may have been the Son of a Bitch, but y'all are all predictable motherfuckers. I'm gonna go Joker. There you go.
But I am looking forward to the
It's the
movie
right
named,
choice.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the movie named Joker over the movie named The Batman more, though. I'll say that.
I'm looking forward to both of them because I love the Batman and Joker.
Yeah.
So yeah. Nick.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a Batman fan for a really long time. I haven't really, been that big on Joker, especially recently. I feel like it's oversaturated, but you gotta go Batman.
All right, Brian.
The Joker.
Okay, it's close, but Batman. We are gonna have the world's finest up against each other. Yep.
I wish I put down. I wish I just rigged it so Batman and Superman were the opposite sides of the bed, so the match would be Batman versus Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Well, then I can just play the trailer for Batman v Superman. Dawn of Justice.
Yeah.
Or you can do that whole scene where they first meet and he's like, "Well, here I am," and that whole scene where they first.
Or the Martha
Well, that's the
scene.
thing. We don't rig anything
or the
unless it's
Martha
all
scene.
random. So
Yeah. All right.
Well, I mean, there wasn't so much rigging it so that to guarantee them getting there, just placement wise.
yeah, right.
Oh, nice! The Batman and Superman DVDs are.
Yeah.
Nice. There you go.
I just really wanted to do this.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Who's it gonna
yeah.
be?
Shit.
Is it my go?
No, it's my go.
Okay.
I almost want to say certain thing just to make Jordan mad.
You know it's an easy
Good
choice.
run.
Is it though? Not for me.
Yeah.
It's the world's finest here, man. This is the two most iconic superheroes in history, and I'm a DC guy. Batman won a tournament already, so I'm kind of tempted. Superman.
Well, if I had a little more time, I'd pull up my vast collection of Batman comics and my 0 Superman comics that I own. 0. So, but also I'm more of
No
a
wonder you
Marvel
think
guy,
he's a boring
but-
character. You haven't read Culture yet. My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, I've read some. I have some digital comics, I guess, and I do like the Injustice storyline. That's a cool one. You can actually,
Yeah, that's when he's interesting. He becomes a villain. He's really interesting there.
you can trick him into doing cool stuff. Yeah, into killing everyone. But yeah, I'll go Batman though.
All right.
Wolf.
You know what my logic is? Superman was the first ever superhero comic to ever exist. Batman would have never existed if Superman didn't exist. Superman.
Yeah, but what does that have anything to do with it being good though?
It's
What the fuck are you talking, Jordan? You're just being salty at this point. Please.
No, I'm not.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
Yes,
like,
you are.
Like he's just
Because
like
he's
the
mad
first one
still
that
because
makes him good.
Spider-Man.
That makes him a good character. No,
Dude,
it doesn't.
We can vote for any reason.
We enjoy the character. He voted for his reason. I voted for my reason.
Okay.
I understand you're mad, but whatever. It's not over yet. Nick.
Yeah. I don't get everyone's hard on for Superman. That's just my.
I will say
It's more for Henry Cavill. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that I understand.
While
that one. Okay.
while I hate the Batman, I do also hate Superman Returns.
Superman.
I just think quality, and I do own most of the Batman films, and I really only own these 4 Superman films. I gotta go with Batman. I'm sorry.
Brian.
Brian.
I'll go to logic is which of these 2 superheroes have been winning 138, and that's Batman. So Batman gets the vote.
Well, knock on.
I mean, Batman couldn't even beat Samwise Gamgee. We'll just say that the Batman.
No, he couldn't.
But in this case, I like more Batman movies than I like Superman movies. So Batman.
All right, there you go.
Right, there we
Just
go.
trying to give him a fair chance.
Yeah.
Sure.
But I mean, we do have to make
Batman,
it known
there he is.
that
Bruce Wayne
character
himself.
who won would never have existed if Superman didn't exist. But
Well, it makes it more convenient
What
for me. I already pulled a Batman tribute video, so it's fine.
Okay.
I had one on standby because I had
I
a
mean-
feeling it was, I pulled 3 potentials already pre-show, just in case.
But I could have
Yeah.
even just voted Superman because
I did have this
predicted
one as a backup.
Batman from the very beginning, and to not make it I'll make it less predictable. But I already
Well,
predicted he would win.
I mean, I will say I always hate that people's logic is like, "Oh, X character wouldn't have existed without X."
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Oh, we've got no way of knowing that. To be fair.
I'm sure there would still be comics and characters and stuff. So
yeah, but I mean, it was the success and just the fact he was the first one. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I mean, I get the logic. I always hate when people use that. Would just don't want to vote for as well. So,
But Superman is a popular character. Well, I mean, watch Seinfeld, and so many Superman Easter eggs are all over that show. That's
I mean,
fun to point them out.
let's face it, all the characters we had in the tournament are popular for very different reasons.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, they're all popular. I mean, it's all Sophie's choice, and then it depends on the panel. So yeah, that was fun though to go through 8 different.
Jordan, if Superman was
tournamental-
that bad of a character, he wouldn't have lasted almost 100 years. Okay.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
Okay, and we're still making new versions of him and still doing new things with him. And there have been plenty of different iterations of Superman if you dig into the comics.
Yeah.
From the Red Sun version, there's been, like we said, the Injustice version.
yeah.
There's been, plenty of versions of Superman that are interesting and good.
Yeah.
If you dig
And to
into
be
it.
fair, I do like some versions of. I like Injustice. I like Man of Steel. I like Superman 1 and 2. So I mean,
Let's face it. I think the whole matchup, Jordan was just pissed that Spider-Man lost to Harley, and that's why he's. And then I think that just.
But I do
wrecked
still
his
think
whole
he's kind of
night.
a boring character. It's still I'll
Yeah.
hold with that. But
Well, I mean, and it's one of those ones like it was like unless I'm wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure Spider-Man won the Marvel bracket when we did.
Yeah, he did.
So he's at least won a tournament in the
Yeah, that's right. Ripley's won the tournament that she was in earlier. I mean, we've had different characters win the individual brackets when they broke it down, earlier. So
we're gonna have some explaining to do when we don't have Spider-Man there, but we have Agent J in the Elite Eight. Come on.
Well, I mean,
we're gonna have to explain that. Come on, that's gonna be like a what the fuck.
But once again, like it's just like.
It's basically
I mean,
paddle. Depends what the power you have for the episode.
Yeah. But it's all good. I mean, this was a lot of fun. So yeah, we'll have to find our next big tournament series that we can do. I don't know.
I mean, I said you Jordan about best animated TV character. I just not to you.
Yeah, that's something we can kind of think about.
I also mentioned too, if you want to talk about TV, there's so much geek tournament stuff you can do with TV, like Doctor Who, Power.
Yeah, you can do a geek TV.
A geek TV thing too. So that would be pretty cool.
It'd be kind of tough. You have to include a lot of these same characters. So
but you'd also have Game of Thrones. You'd have all these other very big popular TV shows, specifically IPs.
More sci-fi and fantasy characters, all that. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that'll do it. So yeah, that was a long journey and a lot of fun. So yeah, I'm glad we finally got to the end. And shout out to Amru Moses' channel, because I borrowed this idea from his channel. He did it in a lot smaller way, but yeah, it was fun seeing it over there, so I decided to do it over here. So, but we'll just do some plugs, and that'll be it. So
we'll get going. So I'll do my plugs first.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. What do you have going on, Malcolm?
Yeah. I mean, you can find me on Taper Productions hosting Rankin on every Sunday night. This week we're doing top 12 action movies of the 60s and 70s. Nice. I'm also going to be helping Jordan spin the wheel for the mystery tournament coming up this next week, and we're doing that tomorrow. And yeah, I'm pretty much, you can find me around. I'm host trivia over Full Metal. I promise I'll eventually release some more matches. But yeah,
my match coming up this week. Filming.
Yeah. Well, I've been behind on a few things on our channel, like recast and getting Chris Scott's videos up. So it's all good. We all get busy, but yeah. But thanks, Malcolm. You can stick around, or if you got our head off, that's fine.
I'm gonna head off.
Yeah. We'll see you later. Thanks. And then I should mention that for anyone who wants to stick around, before we finally say goodbye, we are going to spin the wheel for a wheel of movies that Austin and Richie Goodacre will be hosting on probably
Wednesday.
This Wednesday. I don't know if you guys decided you want to do it Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll do it Wednesday. I don't think there's anything scheduled as a Wednesday, so we can do it at 9 on Wednesday, 9 Eastern, kind of like what we usually do for shows.
What the movie?
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, so while you guys,
I told Richie, since we're in charge now, I'll do anything as long as it's something I can tolerably rewatch. Anything I outright hate, I'm not doing. I'm gonna make you spin it again.
Yeah,
so,
I'm sure.
As long as I can, it doesn't have to be one of my favorites or anything like that. I'm just saying, as long as it's a decent movie that I can talk about,
But it'll be Schmodown rules. You have one mulligan.
Yeah, I'll get one mulligan. I'll decide whether or not to use it.
Yeah. But I will say though that if it ends up being one that you guys really don't want to do, I might give that person a chance if they want to. Who's ever willed on, just do a little short video and they want to come on and just talk about it for like 5-10 minutes, they could do that too. So just tell us why they like it. But we'll do everyone's plugs. So we'll start with Wolf. Where can we find you?
You can find me on my YouTube channel, Mega Movies, and tomorrow after your trivia night, Austin and I will be doing our 420 special of our drinking game to Reefer Madness. That'll be interesting.
the old PSA movie from 1933 that is public domain, so we can put it on screen. Actually, we can share it.
Yeah.
So we'll get hit with copyright. Now, do we do the black and white version or the color version? I say the color version because you get those greens for the.
It would look more ridiculous. It would look more ridiculous.
The color version's on YouTube as well. So I think I'll pull up the color version when we do that. We'll do that.
That'll be fun. And then on Sunday, I'll continue my Halfway to Halloween series I'm doing by inviting a horror channel that is very great. I recommend y'all check out the Night Watch Zone. He'll be collaborating with me to talk about a ranking of our favorite horror monsters. So like monsters in the realm of horror. And monsters and creatures. So that'll be kind of interesting to do a ranking of them. And just some other great stuff coming up on the channel soon. So be on the lookout.
Yeah. And something that I just want to say that I appreciate about your channel, Wolf, you have a lot of people that have never been on before, so you give people like a first time chance to be on like that. So that's pretty cool to like feature people in that kind of way. So
that's what I try to do with like the Halfway to Halloween series is I try to reach out to people who like, that's why I got Chad Webb on the last episode and such, because he's never been on the channel. And I reach out to people who have never been on, who love horror movies, and try to collaborate with them in that way. So
cool. Yeah. And Nick, thanks for coming on. And where can we find you?
You can find me in any kind of movie space like this. I always enjoy talking about movies. As you can see, I've got some fairly unpopular opinions, so let's discuss just because I like it. But this is fun. I always love doing this. So thanks for having me on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally. And Brian, where can we find you?
Yeah, first off, Wolf, you need a horror expert. I would suggest asking John Marv because he's a big horror guy. I did reach out to him too. We were thinking possibly maybe like the end of the month, possibly somewhere like that. Right. So cool beans. Yeah. For plugs, you find me popping up here. I think next time I'll be on Jordan's Mystery Curator, if I'm not mistaken, for the next episode I'm on. Here I do trivia in most spaces, Pierce Code, Lifestyle Trivia, Multiplex, and I'll be filming my match against the guy who always calls me out for matches, Chris Diaz, on Sunday. Yeah. Right. Sounds good, yeah. And Austin, what do you have going on?
Yeah, I'll be on with Wolf, and every time they say the word marijuana or a subsequent alternate version of that, like narcotic or drug, we will be getting stupid for 65 minutes.
That'll be a lot.
It's like every line.
It'll be like, that's the only rule, is like anytime they say marijuana or some other version of that, that's the only rule for that drinking game, and it's going to ruin us.
With any other rules, you'd be dead.
There's no other, you don't need any other rules. That's the only one you need for that. So that'll be interesting. So I'll be right after Seen and Heard, though. As soon as we're done with that, I'll hop on and we'll do that. And then I'll be on that rank 'em Malcolm talked about 60s and 70s action movies. So nice. it'll just be me, him, and Matt Kearns, I believe, because we're gonna go quick because I gotta host an AEW Dynasty stream right after that, so we can us lonely marks can watch some wrestling, and then I guess me and Rich will be hosting that Wheel of Movies on Wednesday in addition to everything else. So
nice,
nice, and so you can find us on all the social medias at Movie Hero 2121, and you can find me at Jordan83616. It's all down in the description, but and you can find us over in the Schmodown Friends and Family group on Facebook. And we'll post the Elite 8 finally for this whole series, and you can cast your vote. You can voice your opinions on who should and shouldn't be there, because it was a huge series, so that I'm sure there's going to be a lot of like different opinions on it. But if you have anything that you're working on, like a project or a YouTube channel, you can post over in the Schmodown Friends and Family group. We encourage you to do that, and we'll share your videos out. We'll try and get you subscribers, all that stuff, views, and that kind of thing. And like, I'm not really too salty about it. I mean, like, it's all for entertainment value. Like, you got to get passion, you got to have fun, you got to really vote for your characters. But but overall, they're all great characters in their own way. So they're all fun to kind of talk about. Because I'm a big geek guy, I like pretty much every character in this thing. Like in some,
Plus, I'm
or
an agent
another.
of chaos.
Yeah, right. But we will have the next round of the Seen and Heard trivia tournament, the next match, which will be going down tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern time on this channel, and it'll be a 4-way match between Brandon Dunlap, Richie Goodacre, Jeremy Paul Adams, and Jeff Snyder. So that'll be a pretty intense one. And yeah, we'll see what happens. And if anyone's interested, I should say at the beginning of this month, we did a Rotten Tomato match for April Fools. It was our April Fools match, and they ended up being all movies that were 10% or less on Rotten Tomatoes. So now we're going to be doing a certified fresh match. So there'll be movies that are all 90% and above for next month. So if you want to be part of that, just let me or Austin know, and we'll try to get you on there. And we do have a Patreon. If you go to patreon.com/moviehero, you can see things like the extended schedule for tournament fights, and a tier ranker goes out about 4 months, and you can get first dibs on signing up for episodes. And we also really appreciate anything or anyone that subscribes, because we will try to take all that the money and support and put it right back into the channel to keep bringing you bigger and better things. There's a lot of things that I'd really like to do and we have not been able to do yet, but I mean, every little bit helps. And then we also do some giveaways. We give away movie posters. We have some exclusive podcasts coming up soon, and I might even be doing some like short form content over there too. Just trying to get some videos both on the actual channel and on the Patreon too. So you can watch for stuff like that coming up. And then I will be having whenever I have time for it. I keep telling Chris that I'm going to put up his Chris reviews, and then I run out of freaking time. So hopefully Sunday. Sorry, Chris, but I'm working on it. But just to have more short content, because he does have some hot takes that are pretty interesting. But and then just what we have coming up for tournament fights and a tier ranker. I'll just give you the preview about a month out or so. But we will be doing we flip flop our episodes for next week. So we'll be doing our movie hero mystery tournament on Tuesday, and then we'll be starting our next tier ranker series on Friday, because we need a little extra time to hash some things out and work on things. And we had some scheduling stuff come up, but we'll be starting a new tier ranker series. It'll be best TV shows of all time, and we realized that there's so many TV shows in this decade alone that we're gonna have to do a part 1 and part 2 of 20 best TV shows 2020 to now. So we'll be doing that on Friday. If you're not familiar with how the mystery tournament works for Tuesday, me and Malcolm and possibly Austin, if he wants to join us, we'll be spinning the wheel 64 times tomorrow, and then the first 64 movies out of all of our favorite movies to pop up will be in a mystery tournament, just random movies that we all love, and we'll just see which one comes out on top. And then we also have for my birthday at the end of the month, I'll be doing a mystery tier ranker. So I'll go into my flickchart.com, and there'll be 2 movies that'll pop up head to head. I'll just take every 2 that pop up, and they'll be part of a mystery tier ranker. And those will be all movies that I've seen. So there could be bad ones, there could be good ones, it could be anywhere in between, but they're just movies that I've seen. So yeah. And then we'll have Zachary Shelton. He'll be doing his top 64, so that's coming up.
Oh boy, hot take for him.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of hot takes, because he's been kind of slowly turning into the hot take of this community, which I told him that, and then he got kind of mad at me for like saying, I'm like, it's true. Like, I don't care. Like, you
calling Casablanca one of the worst movies ever made. Bro, go watch Thanksgiving 3 and get back to me. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. All right,
or like Rain Man, or like
stop this. Like, weird, what are we doing?
Yeah, he had weird movies on there, but we also
just go watch all the movies we watch for our monthly mistake and get back to us. Go
right. Which one of these days when we get to like a 32 or 64 on there, we'll have to do a monthly mistake tournament.
But we will have Austin versus Jacob Barber. They'll be going head to head on a tournament of their favorite actors. So that's one that's coming up. we'll be doing a tournament for best alternate / foreign movie titles. So there'll be all the weirdo, wacky titles that you hear from different countries, and that one will be a fast tournament. So we'll just be voting on the title, and then we'll just move on. So it should be a pretty quick one. Also we having Maria Hammond will be doing her top 64. So I'm curious to see like what's on hers, if they skew kind of older because she's older or not. I don't know. We'll find out.
There's a few James Bond movies on there.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she's a big James Bond fan. So, and then Brian and Richie Goodacre will be doing a battle of their favorite TV shows. So we'll have a Canada versus Australia match there. So that should be interesting to see. Maybe they'll have some unique stuff on there, and you never know. And then we'll be getting into our next ladder series next month, which will be best movies of 2003. So we didn't do a ladder series this month because of this geek series. We didn't want to do overdo it too much with these 3-parters, but we're going to get back to it. So best of 2003 coming up, and then right after that, I'm just going to throw one bonus one. We'll be doing the next part 2 of our best movies from 2020 to now for a tier ranker. So we're doing that on May 28th.
Trade 10, not trade 20.
Well, no, because we decided to make it a part 2, so we're going to do a 2-parter. Okay. So it actually will be 2020 till now, the second part of that. So we kind of had to like shift everything back 1 month.
I see that.
But yeah, so we'll do that. But yeah, that'll do it. So that was fun, guys. And yeah, we all have our different favorite geek characters that we can argue for pretty passionately. But I mean, Batman is a great one to win this whole thing. So I'm not mad about that at all. So yeah, but I'll say for
Wheel of Movies. Movies.
You're right. Yeah. Thanks for the reminder, because I almost forgot about that. Yeah, because I did bring it up. I do have it here, so we'll just do it quick.
One big blob of like 1,400 movies or something. So
yeah. There's actually like almost like 1,600 movies on here.
Wow.
And actually, you know what? I can do it quick because, bear with me, I was going to put Austin's after the one that's 28, but it's just a matter of a quick copy and paste. So just bear with me, and I'll get them up there. Yeah, because I meant to put them on before, and I just got kind of busy. Hopefully, my Note app wants to cooperate. I think it will, but it's been having issues with copy and paste. I don't know what the deal is, but let me see if it'll do it. Scrolling down to the end of the list, so I can put them down at the end. Now I'm just waiting because you hit copy and paste on 100 and something. All right, they are there. All right, okay, we're good. So that officially brings it up to over 1,600. We got 1,645 to be exact that are still on there. So that's a lot of movies. But I just want to make it fair, so we got those movies in there, So yeah. So for anyone who has already done a 128, you can do it after the 128 and get your movies in here. So yeah. But all right. So you can see it here. There's the blob. I'm just gonna hit spin, and we'll
Sandler.
We'll see what happens. You never know. Anything's possible. Let's see.
A Wolfman RC movie. Let's do this.
No.
Yeah. X2. X-Men United.
X2.
Okay.
All right. That's a good one.
Okay, so that ties well with the geek characters, and it's been a while since I sat down and watched that whole thing. So you know what? I'm down for that.
Remove that one iteration, but all the rest.
And it's not quite an anniversary. If we'd done it last year, it'd be a 20-year anniversary, even though we just missed it.
Yeah,
but
it's called the 21st. That's a weird anniversary.
Yeah, no, it's okay. I like X2. We can do that. I'm fine with that. So yeah, okay.
And that
cool.
Jordan has that thing.
I don't know who that is. Is that?
Well, it's on my list for sure because it's one of my favorite X-Men movies. Because I love all the Nightcrawler stuff, like the opening with like Nightcrawler vamping in there and like in the White House and all that stuff. So I wish they would have kept that Nightcrawler around. So it might be one I may, if it's on my list, I may have to join you possibly. Even though I was kind of.
So you went from I'm not going to do Wheel of Movies anymore to I'll be on the first one without me.
I mean, if you can find somebody else to do it, you can, but. I'm just saying though, like if you don't find it anybody else, I'll
Who else got it on their list? Somebody else has to.
JPO maybe if he's an X-Men person.
I don't know, but you guys can reach out.
I watched that
I'll
movie.
post in our big group and see if anybody wants to jump on. Besides Jordan, because Jordan said he's going to take a step back, and then it would be weird to be like, "Oh, I'm going to take a step back," but I'm on the first episode.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did say that if one of my movies comes up, and sure enough, it is one of my movies. So, but anyways, yeah. So just tune in on Wednesday evening. We'll be doing that. So, but yeah, now we can end it here. So for Malcolm Lay, for Michael Wolfman, for Nic Hernandez, for Brian Nussbaum, for Austin Pez Howell, I've been Jordan, the movie hero Anderson, and we'll see you next time.
Avenue.